what's up guys, A-List Productions here, bringing you another episode of Nerd Chatting. I know it has been a while since we've done one, but after watching Infinity War, I feel like it is time to do another one. I finally have a topic I feel like needs to be discussed. So if you have not seen Infinity War, this is going to contain a lot of spoilers for Infinity War. So do not watch any further, save it for later if you haven't seen it yet, or if you just don't care, then let's continue on. One more warning, spoilers are in this video. So, the ending of Infinity War is the craziest thing on the planet. Like, half of the Marvel Universe just gone, died. And I know, like, a lot of people's speculation on this is the fact that they're gone. Like, what's gonna happen? I think my theory is Doctor Strange, when he tells Tony Stark, there's one way we win, the assumption for the audience is that the only way they win is by allowing Thanos to kill half of the Marvel Universe, right? So, to me, he saw the full picture. He saw everything. He didn't just see the ending there. He saw, yes, I'm going to have to die. You know, Spider-Man, Black Panther, they're going to have to die. But I know doing this, Captain Marvel gets activated. I don't know, they time travel and steal the Infinity Gun. I mean, something, he saw the whole picture. He saw what happens in Avengers 4 that we haven't seen yet. He knows the full picture. He didn't say there's only one way we survive. He said there's only one way we win. So, that's my theory on what their plans are to move forward in that. Now, moving on, I just had to get that out of the way first, so I could at least get my theory out there early on. Thanos' power that he brings to the table is unmatched to anything they've ever done in their universe. Anything. He literally makes every opponent any of them have faced together or separate seem irrelevant, weak, pathetic, would not stand a chance. Before he even has all the Infinity Stones, he destroys the Hulk in a fist fight. Which I think is the main reason they did that, is so you wouldn't keep asking, why isn't the Hulk here? Why isn't he here? Why isn't he here? And I feel like he's going to have a really big reveal and a really badass moment in Avengers 4. I feel like that's a plan that they have. The biggest thing, the biggest takeaway for me in this movie is that they finally broke their mold. One of my biggest gripes with the Marvel movies, most of them are good movies. Don't get me wrong, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, most of the movies are good, solid, entertaining, something to that degree. But one of my biggest gripes was that they were always cookie cutter. It was always good guys versus bad guys, good guys win. Good guys versus bad guys, good guys win. Throw comedic lines in any stressful situation to break up the tension. And they did not do that. They did not do that at all. They had comedy when it was needed, and they had serious when it was needed. I feel like if this was one of the earlier things, you would have had comedic relief in moments where people were fading away. Like, when the Avengers, half of them are getting erased from history, I feel like if it was like, no offense to Joss Whedon, but the direction that they were going back then, I feel like you would have had these quirky one-liners. Like, you would have seen Falcon fade away into the dust, and Rhodey would have been like, poof, he's gone just like that. Or something stupid, you know? It would have been like I don't even know. Oh, and I'm so glad that the Russo brothers were like, not a fan of Thor with one eye, not a fan of Thor without his hammer. Let's fix that. I'm so glad they did that. Oh, and thank you so much for not making Thor a bitch anymore. My God, he is the God of Thunder, and they have been underusing how powerful he is since the start of the MCU. Thor in Infinity War? Oh, you know he's the damn God of Thunder. Like, they did not hold back. They made him epic as hell, made him wrecking dudes. Which I was glad to see. So in this movie, there's more Avengers in it, more characters in it in the MCU than we've ever had before. However, they're never all on screen together. We never got our Avengers 2012 moment, right? We never got our panorama shot of all of them. We haven't got that with the extended universe. And I feel like the Russo brothers know that, and they're planning it for the next movie. We have never, I mean, Ant-Man, Hawkeye, they weren't even in this. So, I feel like they have a planned idea to have literally, because if you guys didn't forget, what is one of the things that was said in Age of Ultron? And the Russo brothers have done an excellent job paying attention to subtle things that have happened in the other movies. I mean, they brought Red Skull back. Finally. They used that reference of him getting sucked away in the first Captain America movie. I thought it was just going to be like a, whatever, it's gone, happens. So I feel like they're very good about that, and they never have used what was said in Age of Ultron. Captain America and Stark are arguing, and Stark says, you guys remember that black hole in New York? The alien army came down. That's the end game up there. And he said, how are you planning on beating that? And Captain America says, together. And then he says, we'll lose. So we'll do that together too. So they did not necessarily lose together in this one. And obviously the end goal is to win. So my theory is that they're going to use that, and they are going to come together, and that's going to be the way that they obviously beat Thanos. I don't know their plan. I think time travel is going to be involved. I don't know if you guys have seen one of the leaked photos that somebody took. I'll drop it on the screen for you. For Avengers 4, which is an unnamed title, because apparently the title is very spoiler related. But if you notice in this picture, Tony Stark looks very much like he did in Infinity War. He's a little grayer. He's wearing the same style of clothes that he wore kind of in the opening scenes with him. And look at Captain America. Captain America looks exactly as he looked in the 2012 Avengers movie. I don't know what this means. That could be nothing more than just me speculating. But potentially it could mean they're going to time travel back to the first Avengers movie, which I think would be amazing. And who would be the most level-headed person to give a message to give guidance to give some information to change the future out of all the Avengers that were around in 2012? Captain America. I'm just being honest. Who would be able to do that? I don't know. There's so many ways you go with this. You could speculate, because Ant-Man's also in some of these pictures. You could speculate that Ant-Man uses his device. I don't remember all the exact wording, but in the first movie where he could have gotten lost in that endless loop forever, Ant-Man has some power in that suit that isn't really fully tapped into yet. So who knows what he can do. Anyways, guys, what did you guys think of Infinity War? Did you enjoy it? What do you think's in store for the future? Do you think my theories are plausible? Possible? Stupid? What are your theories? What do you think's going to happen? I'll catch you guys next time. As always, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on the notifications. I've noticed YouTube has turned off the notifications for a lot of my subscribers. It's kind of annoying. So turn them on. Make sure they're turned on. Post comic book fan edits, some Fortnite compilations, streaming on Twitch, and we're going to be doing more of these nerd chattings. But of course, I always try to use topics that aren't overused, that are kind of more original. So once they come to me, it's kind of how I use it. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.